Alright, we're at it again. Me and Mr. Eric. We're down here, gonna roll through the Hocking Hills for a little bit. We got off at 180, and we're gonna cruise 180 down through the hills and do some screwing around down here. It's the only place I haven't ridden. I mean, as far as the twisties go, this is the only place that I haven't really rode this year. This is basically a continuation, part 2 of last year when I rode down here around this, I don't know, maybe a week later than it is now. Unfortunately, I didn't hit peak season, not to mention the way the sun's shining. It's kind of clouding everything up anyhow, so, but still the country, still the hills, good stuff anyhow. I'm sure we'll find something to look at down through here. A lot of nice farms and scenery and hillsides like that, you know, pretty cool. We're just going to do a back loop through the Hocking Hills. We're going to take Route 180 down to where 374 I think butts into it, something like that. We'll figure it out as we get there. Kind of doing it backwards today, so I might get lost, who knows. Might get us lost, but yeah, it's a little fall tour. Hunting season down here, still bow season. I think gun season comes in after Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of deer down here, boys, that's for sure. But yeah, most of the leaves are gone. I was going to come down here about a week and a half ago, and I only had a 1-day window. Weather was perfect too, but I had to have some work done on my roof, and which turned out super nice. And so we got that done before winter and had, you know, it's hot enough for it to seal and all. So we're going to take some of these twisties here. I'm going to take it easy. It's a little bit colder out. See what's what. But I think you can take this all the way into Laurelville, if I'm not mistaken. If I get lost, that's where we'll end up at. I'll pick up something after that, I guess. But yeah, I'm glad to be back down here in the hills. Back out on the Harley. But this has always been my favorite area to ride, because you didn't have to be out all day, even though that's kind of nice too. But these turns get a little more, you know, it's a lot like what we've been riding all year, you know, with the triple nickel and all that stuff that we did. So we should be pretty practiced up. But we'll see. It's a lot of nice road down through here. I've been coming down here for, geez, 40 years. Probably longer. Well, that's actually a lie. My parents, back in the early 70s, used to take us down here to this Laurelville Apple House, and yeah, you can turn left there if you want. I'm not going to though. Yeah, we got to keep an eye out for deer, boys. But let's see. What's down here? The Rock House, Conkle's Hollow, Old Man's Cave. Hellfire, man. 374. See, now if we would have got on 374, we would have come and then we would have ended out there. 374 is also nice. You can't go wrong down here on any of these routes. They're all what I want to call scenic routes. But yeah, there comes a nasty one. See, no worries. I love those cliffs, man. That's freaking awesome. This is a whole lot like, you know, the triple nickel. The thing about the triple nickel is it goes on for a long time. You know, especially if you take it from Zanesville all the way to the river, dude. It's just turn after turn. That was a really good ride. I mean, we broke it up into 2 rides. I'm sure if you watch those videos, you got something out of it. But yeah, man, this just because of the cliffs and stuff like that. You know, they got some nice twisties around here just out of necessity, because they didn't have the money to blow through all those fucking cliffs and stuff, so they just went around them, and it just made some kick-ass road, man. Kick-ass. And about 3 years ago they repaved this, so this road's all in good shape. I had my Beamer down here 2 or 3 years ago, and it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. But I missed it again. My fault. I was hoping to get some colorful trees and all that, and you know, whatever. You'll have that. Kind of hard to catch it sometimes, especially if you're trying to get together or plan a ride or whatever. You know, my buddy Eric, he just told me that he moved. And he moved a little farther away, and I'm kind of bummed out. I said, this dude's getting farther away. He won't want to drive out here. But the nice thing of it is most of the good riding's down here in southeastern Ohio. I mean, there's some stuff up north. There's some stuff up north around I want to say Mansfield and stuff like that, around yeah, that's what I would say. I'd say Mansfield. What's that? Mohican. Around Mohican. When you get up there in the Mohican area, it gets pretty nice. I've never been up there on a motorcycle because it was, you know, same thing to the opposite, as I didn't want to ride 2 hours just to get to, you know, an hour's worth of twisties. It's just like, that's why that was the benefit of the, you know, the rides that we went on this year. I mean, we were out 6 hours, you know, a couple of times, and it was worth every minute of it. You know, we buzzed down 33. We buzzed down 33. Head on down there, boys. Head on her. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, you know, it ain't peak down here by any means, but it's still pretty cool looking. Still pretty cool looking. I don't know, man. 180 South 374. Let's find out. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's try that. 374 is pretty killer too. it goes through like a little cut valley. Where's Eric at? There he is. I don't want to lose him. Turn it off when he can't see me. Oh, you know what it is? 180 turn must, and 374 must occupy the same route for a little bit. You have a little bit of that going on. It reminds me, see stuff like that, it reminds me of, like, you know, old time English stuff until you start seeing the trucks and all that. Mound Crossing. I can't say that I've ever been this direction before, but that's probably a bunch of BS. Probably have. But yeah, maybe next year. What do we got here? Rock House, Old Man's Cave 9. Alright, I'm going left. I'm going left. I'm going this way. America Byways. Now we're going to get behind some people here, aren't we? Come on. Come on. There we go. Go into the sun for a little bit. This will get us to Old Man's Cave. It's, you know, there's an attraction down every one of these roads, and that's one of the best things about this area. If you know where, you don't have to be amongst a ton of people that only, you know, Googled Old Man's Cave, because, you know, they want to go to Ash Cave and Old Man's Cave. It's, you know, and again, if you ain't been there, you need to go and take those walks down through there, because it's amazing. It's really amazing. What do we got there? Hocking State Forest. I'm about ready to drive off the road. Oh my goodness. Gawking around. Ah, look at that, man. Pirate ship. Nice. That's cool as shit, man. You forget how beautiful it is down here, and you don't even need the colors, but I think you can see a little bit more of the cliff sometimes after the leaves have partially fallen. I mean, you can still see there's a bunch of leaves on. And that is the Rock House. Good place to stop. And 374. 374 actually, it's this little portion of it, I think, is almost my favorite part. I mean, there's a couple spots down through here. If I'm where I think I am, it gets a little dicey. Man, I'd love to live down here, but it's too damn far away from everything. Just like I'm not a communist, but I'd like to find some investors that wanted to buy about 40 acres. Each of us have 10 acres, all of it connected through roads and trails, and just build like a, I guess you would call it a commune, even though it's not that. It would basically be a community. I guess community is just short for commune, same difference, just people you live around. Let's just not even downshift. But unfortunately, I don't have that many friends, and the ones that I do, they all got their own thing going on. You know, Muncie's got a perfect situation where he's at with the 5 acres, and, you know, butts up against railroad tracks, and nobody can get at him that way, and there's only one way in and one way out. He's still got enough to have about anything he wants. Chickens, cows, whatever, if he chose to, if he had to. But I sure wouldn't mind doing something like that. 678, 374. Get down there, boys. Let's go. Get back there. Yeah, he is. There he is. Beautiful day. It's about 51 degrees when I left the house. It feels like it's warmed up down here enough. It's about, you know, about 52, 53. Yesterday it was about 65 degrees, and look at that little set. That's beautiful. Ain't that pretty? I love that kind of stuff, man. I love it. All these shadows and stuff. I hope you deer stay back, because I can't see you if you're over there. We're just gonna have to be as careful as we can. Me and my son were down here about 6 or 7 years ago, and a big, huge, deep forest buck rode. I mean, he was 10, 12 points, big ass, one of the biggest bucks I've ever seen in my life. Ran out of the deep woods and just kept going. I'm like, wow, man. Deep woods bucks, man. I remember back in the days when I hunted deer, you know, you get those magazines and it's like, that's what those people would talk about. Where's he at? There he is. I see him. Look at that, boys. That's nice. Get off that yellow line, Ford. Trying not to get killed either. You ain't gonna slide off at that speed. Man, oh man. Sometimes it's hard for me to get out of the house to do this stuff, because I get locked into just playing with my dogs, walking my dogs, being a housewife. But when I do, it's just, you can just tell this is very much where you should choose to be every now and again. I don't see any Bigfoots over there. Look at that, man. Look at that, just the deep woods, man. This is almost like a 50-mile-an-hour hike. You know, there's all kind of stuff down there. Just shit. It's all the Hocking Hills, dude. Get down, get down, get down, get down. You can do it. Get down, get down, get down. That's a good one. And we got another one coming right here. That's the set this is the set I'm talking about right here. This little set just goes through that little bit, and I think there's more. Forestry headquarters. Hocking State Forest. I think we're gonna go right by Conkle's Hollow. I think that's what we're right around that area. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice one. Too bad I couldn't slow down on that one. That's a nice view right there. A little bit of technical riding if you want to be. If you don't, you know what to do. Slow down. Conkle's Hollow, yeah. Yeah. And that right there, Big Pine Road, if you turn right there, that goes all the way into Laurelville. Almost. Comes out down the way there. If you take 664 all the way to Laurelville. Look at this, man. forget how much I loved it down here. Look at that. Look at that stuff. It's like dark. It's like dark. That's freaking awesome, dude. Trying not to whip my head around, but I can't hardly help it. I'm seeing all this beautiful forest. I mean, I miss, you know, that's the one thing. I don't really care to hunt and kill stuff these days, even though I know it's necessary to be able to eat, especially, you know, with everything they're doing to our food these days. But I miss being in the woods. I miss sneaking up on deer, you know, or surprising them, ambushing, you know. I always thought to go do it with a camera, but it's just like, eh. You know, that's all well and good, but South 374, Junction 664, Logan 14, Old Man's Cave 2. This is where 374 comes out. Let me think here. This is 664. Which way you want to go? Because it ain't far to Logan that way. I said it ain't far to Logan that way. You want to go up that way and keep going? Alright. Hang in there, baby. Yeah. Ooh, when you put that daggone, visor up, it's a little chillier than I think out there. A little bit of a wind chill. Yeah, we're headed for Old Man's Cave now. $3.74, love it. It's the, you know, the thing about Hocking Hills down here is it's the routes are shorter. I mean, they're wickeder, but they're shorter. There's not as much of it, and it's like if you don't want to be out all day long, you know, trying to do it. You come down here and ride around here for an hour and get you a whole hell of a lot of twisties in, and that's kind of been my thing. Okay, that's the astronomy park. We stopped there one time. That's a little place they created to stargaze. But we went. It's a neat little place to stop, but it doesn't explain a whole hell to you about, you know, what to do, and you know, and it's like it has to be by special invitation to go up there and take your telescope and stargaze. And it's like, I looked into it because I got you know, an amateur telescope, and you know, when Mitchell was younger, it's like, well, I wanted to go when they were building. I was real excited, and then it came down to it to where it was like, well, they're not really doing anything exciting, you know. It was almost like it was just in somebody's backyard. I know where I want to do here. I ain't stopping. I ain't stopping there. That's for sure. That's where everybody is, and that's where everybody is today. It's a campground, man. It's, you know, this is good. If you want to take your kids somewhere, this place got everything you need. Everything you need. There's, you know, there's horseback riding down here. There's multiple little restaurants. It's a short drive into Logan if you're camping to get to get whatever. And that's another part of 374 that I enjoy the hell out of. Yeah, I screwed up. I should have turned right back there and went down and then came back up and out there. And that would have put another several miles of twisties in. That would have been almost the only road that we would have really missed then was 678 to like Gebisonville or Gibsonville or whatever you call it. But yeah, .664 is a busy road on the weekends. I mean, I'll be honest with you, you've been down here with me a few times, and hell, it was through the week. It was through the week, and it, you know, you always get the token trailer, motorhome, whatever. Looks like a tree hit the fucking road there. Had to cut it off. Could you imagine trying to come home at night and there's a freaking tree laying across the road? That's crazy. Yeah. Now we're up. I call this the high point. This is the highest point right there, I'm pretty sure. It's like when you're coming from Logan this other direction, you you can tell we're going to be coasting. We're going to be coasting all the way down this hill. Because it's a big hill. Leaving Hocking State Forest. Imagine going up that in the wintertime, boys. I see how these people do it though. They got these little parking spots at the bottom of their driveway, and they'll park their car, or they'll like back it in, and then they got an ATV. They got an ATV, and they'll ride it down to the vehicle in the morning, and then leave the ATV sit there. I've seen some of them that had a little building for it. Can't remember where the hell that was. It was somewhere. I don't remember if it was down here or not, but somewhere it was. But yeah, so, you know, you trade a little bit of struggle for living in beautiful surroundings. I mean, it's a place where, you know, we don't have bears and mountain lions or anything down here, as far as I know, unless they're really lost. It's a little bit of color for you. You get the sun on your side. The sun was in our face the whole way down. Yeah, you can let your kids. You can turn your kids loose in these daggone woods. I mean, I was lucky enough as a kid there for about how long? 1976, winter 76 to I don't know, fall 1984. We lived out in Pataskala, and we had 15 acres of woods behind us, and you know, back then when you was a kid, you didn't give two thoughts about trespassing on somebody's property, because all you was doing was walking through a field, and farmers didn't give a shit unless you were tearing up their freshly plowed, planted fields with a motorcycle, which we did do that a few times. I got, you know, didn't realize till I got older what a dipshit I was being, but we were kids. But yeah. Watch out for these guys in front of me too. Yeah, there's a lot of people down here that, you know, they're just visiting. Look at that, man. Just, man, I love the hills, dude. You know, I love the hill. This has got I mean, this is short and to the point, but it's just like, if you ride all the, I mean, my boy used to come down here when he had his Honda and his car, and he would just cruise around all these roads, like, you know, for hours. Just cruise around. He knows this place like the back of his hand. Like, much better than I do. That's why, you know, like I said, if I'd have thought better about it, I would have turned right back there and added another, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. Most of these places are getting ready to shut down for the season. You know, after Thanksgiving and all that. Yamaha something or other, I think. I'm all worried about Eric getting enough. If he stays with me through Logan, we got another half an hour or better, a good ride. And I don't remember, you know, I just come down here and cruise, and, you know, by myself a lot of times. I just ride the loop, get out of Pickerington, and hook up on 256 all the way down to where 664 starts, and then just ride it all the way south down through here. That's Big Pine again. We were already way down there from the end of that. If you don't want to ride twisties and you want to go to Conkle's Hollow and you're just trying to go straight, turn off at Big Pine there off of 664, and you already saw it goes right by Conkle's Hollow, and it's almost a straight shot. And it's goofy, you know, it's hard to believe there's a halfway straight road down through there, but it sure is. I'm surprised they didn't make that 664 just so it wasn't quite as treacherous, but I think because this was, you know, a DNR, Department of Natural Resources, whatever you want to call it, area and all that, you know, they wanted to have the fancy road and all, you know, and I don't blame them. It makes all the sense in the world to me. I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. I think what I'll do is when we go into Logan here, I don't know if Eric's going to bail on me or not. Look at that. That's pretty cool looking. Got some llamas. Some llamas for your mama. Some donkeys. But I think I'll stop down here at the gift shop, have us a little drink of water, and take a break, see if I can talk Eric into riding up 664 with me, because I'm not, after the riding that we've done with all those hours, it's just like, yeah, this almost seems too short. I mean, we're not there yet, but, and I'm not home yet, but, you know, want to kind of keep going, especially since I know what's coming, wintertime and all. But want to burn some gas through this damn thing anyhow. It's all good. Thankful to be able to be out here. Not everybody gets to do this, so you kind of just got to take it where you can get it. I wonder who Glass is. I bet that Glass is a happy man. Oh, my. A nasty man. A little mini horsey. And a regular horsey. That's the only second bike I've seen today, boys. I think most of them done wrapped it up for the year. I don't know, it's Sunday. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly, I guess. But, you know, I don't know. I like it all right. Eric's got heated grips on his bike, and after having the Beamer with heated grips, it's kind of nice. This Harley, if it has them, I'm not aware of it. But yeah, me and my buddy Aaron rode all the way to West by God, Virginia or something, and we came out right there. I mean, right there off of that road, and we rode that road all the way up Route 93. We went down Route 93 all the way to Portsmouth or something like that. And that's another good road, boys. If you ain't never been there and you've exhausted everything, try riding Route 93 down to the Ohio River. It might not be as nice as the road that me and Eric took to Marietta, but from what I remember, it had quite a few twisties on it. I mean, I rode my first Harley down there. It was XL 1200, and had a ball. My buddy had a I don't know what kind of motorcycle he had, whether it had been a Road King or what, but he converted it to a chopper. And that daggone thing was dangerous as hell, and he was trying to keep up with me, and he almost lost it a few times. From what he said, you know, he's smart like me. It's just like, yeah, if I'd have been going any faster, I'd have lost it, but I was trying to keep up with you. It's like, yeah, that's not always easy when you have equipment that's made for straight lines and showing off. Alright, we're coming into Logan. No, yeah, that's the little lake there. Yeah, it's a nice little road. Yeah. I'm gonna pull into the little pulling into this little gift shop area. Take a little break. I mean, I'm not by any means wore out, but I don't know about Eric. Alright, we're gonna stop for a minute. Alright, so we're rolling again. Coming out of Logan here. Stopped at the little gift center there and got us some free they had free Ohio State maps. And I know everybody's GPS this, GPS that, but we've already talked about if you're doing it right, you're going to lose GPS signal at some point. But yeah, Eric's excited. We're planning next year's rides already, so it's going to be great. Both same mentality. As long as my stuff keeps running, we're going to keep riding. Go see the Hillbilly Hot Dogs, and I think we're going to ride the entirety of the Triple Nickel next year, start to finish, go all the way down to the river. There's a couple dudes. North 664 out of Logan. See, when you get the sun behind you, the trees actually look a little bit of color there. In my neighborhood, we got, a lot of people have got ornamental trees and stuff like that. Man, I get some serious. Look at that castle right back there. See that? Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. So basically, we're going to run into some more twisties up here, and obviously some more traffic. But that's one of the reasons that Eric is 100% correct about going a little farther south. This is just more popular and it's closer, so people more people are going to gravitate towards this, which I don't blame them a bit. I don't discourage them at all. I do, but it's only joking. It's just me being selfish because I don't like being parked behind a Honda Ridgeline all the way, through the twisties. It's like, that's not what we want. I don't mind, it's one of those things. We've talked about it before. It's all still riding, man. It's all still good riding. It's nothing. But Eric's going to stay with me till we hit Pickerington, and he'll peel off at some point and head for 33 and head for home after that. Yes, Joe Biden, yeah, that's exactly what I say. Try to let these guys get a little farther in front of me here. Hopefully my battery will last. Don't you dare. Sissy Missy and the Chucky. Keep us all safe now. We've had a wonderful season. Let's not mess it up now. Yeah, we got the sun kind of at our back now. It's lighting it up pretty nice. Trying not to whip my head around as much as I normally do because I can't help it. When I get out on this thing and I'm riding, half of my ride is the same thing as, like when I'm driving the car. It's just like I'm really just enjoying looking around, because it's just so nice down here. I mean, you don't see this where I live on the flatlands, you just don't. Don't you do it. I don't know how you guys ride, but I naturally assume that everybody at an intersection is trying to kill me, and I take precautions to try to prevent that. There's our favorite sign. It's our favorite sign, boys and girls. And there are some up here. Whee! Alright, back off of them now. Back off of them now. What'd I tell you? It's the token RV. I told you, it never fails. It never fails. I'm just surprised it took this long. I'm just surprised we hadn't hit one sooner, and that's the benefit. Now you guys remember this. We went in on 180 and we circled around and came out 664, so we're going against the grain. You know, usually where you're going to pick these guys up is coming back from you know, the Hocking Hills campgrounds where they've had their stuff stored or whatever. You know, either they had it not stored, but they parked it there for the summer, and that was their, you know, their summer thing or whatever. But if you ride against the grain and come back out of it like we did, you're not going to hit as many. Now this guy, this probably isn't going to end well, because it's just like we're in the twisties now, and I don't know where, you know, he ain't going to turn off, and I don't know why these guys are on this road. It's just like, where are you going? It must be the, you know, only way. People who live north and south, I don't know, whatever. But they're nice little churches. This is just beautiful scenery down through here. I mean, even right now, with the, you know, being a week late and we missed the peak color, it's still nice. It's still nice. The hell, those chicken pens or something? Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. I wish I knew those little back roads back in there, because I bet you there's some cool stuff back in there. Anyhow, just take a putt, man. Just take a putt. Just look at that, man. That's nice. It's like going through a leaf tunnel or whatever. Real nice. And there are zero places to pass down through here too. Zero. I mean, when you get to a place you can pass, it don't matter anymore because it's straight again. Still back there, yeah. I like it better when Eric's in front of me just because it's cooler. Don't seem so like you're out here by yourself. You know, that's all well and good. Okay, that's motorcycle number 5. I think. Yeah, motorcycle number 5. I don't know, man. As nice a day as this is, seems like we would have seen more. What is it? It's... my clock ain't right. They just set back the clock, so it's just 1:53 at 12. It's 1 o'clock. We rode for a couple hours. It just shows actually how short this ride actually is. And that's a nice little area there. I may never get to hike it, but I really kind of would like to. All right, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Just let him go. Give him room. Might be able to goose a little bit through there. Zwickle Road. A little valley. That's nice stuff. Nice stuff. What's that? S&P Office Trailhead. Yeah, this. Man, if you want to hike, this is one of the good places to come. I mean, there's stuff out here that's kind of hidden. You know, the more you're down here, the more you'll learn. I mean, I've been on every one of these trails. You know, Conkle's Hollow, Rock House. Let's see, I've been to Rock House, Conkle's Hollow, Cantwell Cliffs, Conkle's Hollow, Old Man's Cave, Rock Bridge, which is a little farther away, and yeah, the astronomy place I was telling you about. Then there's also some stuff. Where the hell is that? I can't remember what it's called, but the sign was there. The sign was there on off of 33, and there's a Clear Creek. That's what it is. I think it's called Clear Creek, but that's a nice little. It's kind of a, you know, it's a nice little. I don't even say little, but it's a little park, a little hidden park. You know, it's not like, a whole lot of people don't go there. It's like, you know, one of them things that, you know, the locals will go to that kind of stuff more because they realize that that's, you know, that's where the people aren't always going. Oh, we got a vote this week. November 7th coming up on Tuesday. Got some abortion stuff going on that I don't know about all that stuff. Not my favorite subject. And then they're trying to legalize recreational marijuana in Ohio for the third time. And I hope that the third time's a charm, because as much as the cops want to say that people are going to wreck more, it's hard to wreck when you're stoned and only doing 25 miles an hour. I stay with that forever. I'm here to tell you, I ain't never wrecked when I was high. Drunk, I mean, if you're legal, if alcohol is going to be legal, then shut up about reefer, because you don't know what the freak you're talking about, dude. Mr. Sheriff and all you guys on the fucking television trying to tell people nothing you don't know about. As far as the worried about the kids getting it, the kids are going to get it if they want to get it. I'm living proof of that. I've been able to get it since I was 12 years old, and that was back when it was crucifixion if you got caught with weed. And stupid people. It's a money maker, is all it is, a money maker for the government, putting people in jail. Stupid. Same thing with making you get a stupid medical card to buy it. It's like, yeah, how can you talk about weed when you've already legalized medicinal marijuana? And all that is a government grab of massive taxes on that stuff. It's like the tax you pay on cigarettes. It's like, dude, this is medicine. This isn't a luxury item, and you guys are, you know, using it. No, you know, that's the reason that the I don't even want to call it the black market. You know, it's the reason that you know, the people still sell it underground. It's because medicinal is bullshit. It's too damn expensive. You know, your insurance don't cover it. I mean, what's the frickin' use? It serves no purpose. You know, and they'll give you a daggone card for just about anything, so it's all just bullshit. Just legalize it. Get it over with. You guys, it's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But anyhow, that's my rant for the day. Legalize the daggone weed nationwide and quit effing around. Show them you got some balls. I mean, dumbass Biden's had 3 years now to think about it, and he didn't do anything. It's like, you want to talk about some freaking votes that you could have bought. This stop sign has never been here. This stop sign has never been here. No way. That stop sign has never been there. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, I'm wrong. As usual. I'm wrong again. That's it on the twisties, boys and girls. But looks like we're still taping. Looks like we're still taping. Alright, that being said, this is probably a long enough video. We're going to get into some boring straight lines. I think there's, I don't know. I think we already went through it all. I don't know. I'm going to get off here. I'll talk to you guys later.